Yeah, and him working with Rick Rubin was probably the best thing of his career.
Rick Rubin's a savage, dude.
Because Rick Rubin knew exactly which songs would work perfect for him. He's such a genius.
Did Rick Rubin pick out Hurt?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Dude, you would not believe how many artists Rick Rubin
I already know.
inspired to do certain songs.
Rick Rubin might be
especially covers, you know.
He might be the greatest producer ever.
He might be.
He might be.
Yeah.
And looks nothing like you.
No.
Picture Smokey, 30 years older with the biggest, grayest beard.
This is huge.
God dang it, are you related to Rick Rubin?
Maybe.
You kind of look like him now that I'm looking at you.
I'm going to have to look that up and make sure.
Hey, blast off, I can talk my ass off. Hey, Smokey, what you seen, and I'll tell you what I saw. Hollywood, what you think, and I'll tell you what I thought. And we can talk about it all when we here on Trash Talk. Hey.
What's going on, everybody? We're back with another episode of the Trash Talkers Podcast.
We made it.
We made it, Smoke.
Yeah, we did.
How art thou? What's up? How you been? What it look like? What it do? How you been, my friend?
What it is, what it was, what it shall be.
What it shall be. Yeah. Just to everyone out there, here's an Atlanta saying that comes from the Dungeon Family Outcast. If anyone ever asks you, if anyone ever just comes up to you and says, "Hey, how are you doing?" Just say, "Feeling good, feeling great, feeling great, feeling good. How are you?" Mm-hmm. That's what the dopest line. Hey, bro, just ask me, how am I doing?
How you doing?
Man, feeling good, feeling great, feeling good. How are you?
About the same.
That is the great shout out, Outcast.
Yeah.
But no, man, it's been an interesting week. We've had a great week of reactions.
Mm-hmm.
The Falcons won.
Yeah.
Barely.
Unfortunately, the Bulldogs didn't win.
I was hoping you wouldn't bring up Georgia. Georgia, we did not win, but
hey, can't hate on it though.
Can't hate on it.
Yeah.
We have more games to come.
Yeah.
The fights were fun. I watched the fights this Saturday. I'm gonna keep it real, guys. If you were following me on my Instagram channel, I did absolutely nothing on Saturday.
Yeah.
What'd you do this weekend?
Over the weekend? Not a lot. The weekends you're supposed to rest, man. You're gonna work all week. Like, you take some time off.
Yeah.
Especially, you ain't gotta be like, oh man, I still gotta show people that I'm out in the streets and I'm at the club. Like,
no. I actually.
Yeah, that was cool when I was 21.
Right. But now that we're older, it's like, I mean, yeah, I still like to go out. I still like to have a drink every now and then, but I've done it so much, back in high school, early college, and, on drugs and doing all these things back in the day. But now that I'm older and, we got the Trash Talkers and we've got our platform here, it's like, this is what I like to do. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And then there's so many risks today. Like, you don't want to.
Exactly. Don't go to the gas stations after dark.
No, especially not around here.
Nah, I try to avoid any situations like that these days.
Smokey actually put me up on game, and I'm sorry, you probably don't want me to say this, but and correct me, because this might be wrong, but I think it's effed up, because I think you told me this. Be careful about, like, back in the day, you could have a one-night stand, Mm-hmm. But if you have a one-night stand now, you have to be careful because you may not do anything with that person. And that person leaves and just say, hey, this person just did this to me. And you're getting locked up, right?
Yeah.
Without
why even take the chance?
But all they have to say is, hey, this person did this to me. Even though you didn't do anything, you're automatically arrested?
Yeah, I mean, we can't just, I don't know. You can't just generalize it because there are so many victims out there. But
yeah, but
it's best to just avoid the entire situation.
You don't think that's effed up? I legitimately think.
Yeah, if somebody gets charged with something that they didn't do, yes, that's effed up.
But don't you think the person who made the accusation of you doing that to them, they should get the exact same time that you got, even though you didn't do anything?
That would make sense, yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's easier to avoid the entire situation.
Listen, if you're above the age of 28, just sit your ass at home. Hang out with the friends, and if you do go out with people that you know, you love, and you can trust. 100%. All right, Smoked Up. Before we get into this podcast, let's read the top 3 comments from last podcast, which was our top 3 front men / front women. Yeah. And also, guys, leave your birthday, just the month and the year, down in the comment section. And later on in the podcast, we will read what crazy story happened on your birthday, and it's called not what the and these stories come from Florida. It's not what the Florida. I mean, it's not what the, but it's what the
Florida.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Shall we get into the top 3
Let's do it.
Comments of last podcast, Smoke? Well, let's see here. Today's gonna be
some good comments on the last one. For
yeah,
sure.
we did. So top 3 comments from last podcast. We'll start with number 3. It's gonna be a good podcast today. I feel it today. As soon as I can figure out how to pull this up, dude. I just did an update on my phone. And it's like they just
now you can't find anything.
I can't find my gallery. Where? Help me out here.
Gallery's got to be in there somewhere, right?
Why up? Oh, there it is. Thank you. Yeah. All right. So, top 3 comments. Nope, not that one. Okay. The number 3 comment that comes from last podcast comes from Anthony V1719. Anthony V1719 says they have never reviewed The Pretenders. Chrissy Hind, icon and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. One of the coolest, sexiest, and most talented. Easy top 3. Get on the ball, boys.
Is this from the last podcast? Because I swear you read that comment on the last podcast.
Am I tripping? Hold on. Let's look now. Hold on. Let's see.
Because our last podcast was our concerts, the favorite concerts that we went to.
Top 3 from
No, that's 2 weeks ago.
Well, then show me where the next one
is. Should be right in there somewhere. Oh, Lord.
And even if I go to podcast, 5 days.
There you go.
But look at. I can't.
Okay, so why are we missing the comments from our last podcast?
Apparently, you. God dang it, Trash Talkers! This is technical difficulty. See if you can pull it up.
Yeah.
Because it was our top 3 concerts. I apologize. We're right. Let's see if Smokey can pull it up real quick. Why, YouTube? We follow the guidelines. Why y'all be hating on us, man?
Why would they get rid of the comments for our podcast?
Yeah, literally. So I pulled it up. I would show it to you guys, but you can't see it. But it's our top 3 comments we have, or top 3 concerts we've ever been to.
Okay, it's missing. It's gone. We go from 4 days to 6 days.
Well,
why are we? They took our podcast off. Let me go to podcast. Yep.
Wait, no, is it? No, that's it.
No, they took our podcast down.
Why?
I don't know.
All right, well, we're going to read the ones that, because obviously it's been 2 weeks since it came out. So let's just read the ones that came out.
We read those last week, though.
No, these are newer ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Since, because I don't even have it. Like, I can't even get to the podcast anymore.
Okay, for instance.
What would be in that?
I don't know,
that
bro.
They took down?
Just be careful what you say.
All right.
I mean, what you want me to do? You just want me to go to...
Just go through some comments that we did get since they...
Okay. Did I say that one?
Yeah. I wonder if that... Wait, we read that on the last one. I wonder if that would trigger it somehow.
All right, y'all. Listen, YouTube made a mistake, so maybe...
All right, we're going to have to skip that segment this week.
I'm sorry, y'all. I feel bad.
Yeah.
Do we do WTF Florida now, or should we still wait to the end of the...
I guess because we can find some from the last...
I do have newest birthdays.
Okay.
You want to just do it now, or you want to do it later?
We'll do it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's hop into what the segment is about.
Yeah.
Trash Talkers, we don't know why YouTube took our last podcast down, but we can't read the comments. But leave your comments on this one. Make them rated PG.
Yeah.
And because I don't think we're saying anything bad here, and I don't think you guys are leaving. The Trash Talkers are very respectful in the comment section.
Absolutely.
But yeah, leave your comments. Top 3 will be read. We don't know what happened in the YouTube situation here, but next week we will read you guys' comments.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Smoked Out.
What up?
Today's topic.
Yeah.
Our top 3 albums that we can listen to from front to back without skipping one song. And Trash Talkers, we are so interested to see what's your top 3 albums. I'm talking about top 3 albums of all time that you can put on from song A to song Z. And you don't have to skip a song. Leave it down in the comment section. And hopefully, if YouTube doesn't block it, we'll read the top 3 and you guys can let us know.
Absolutely.
Do you want to start out with your first one?
Yeah, I can.
What you got?
All right, my first one. And most of these are going to come from high school because that was during the point in my life where I actually listened to albums where you actually put the CD in and let it play all the way through. So most of mine are going to come from there. I do have one of the newer ones that we discovered while doing this show. But
Look, I will say, y'all, this was very hard for us to pick.
yeah,
We could have made this a top 10.
yeah, we could have, and I still have 4. I mean, I can't.
Hell, I could do a top 20.
I know,
But I'm just
I couldn't
doing.
narrow it down to 3. So.
My list is just like my favorites. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What you got?
All right, my first one is actually 3-6 Mafia, Chapter 2, World Domination.
Of
Yes.
course.
My favorite 3-6 Mafia album.
Not my favorite, but probably top 3.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
yes, dude, it's one of those ones you can play from front
Yeah.
to back, dude.
Looking through the track listing, man.
Every song you say, I know the hook. Just go ahead.
I mean, all of them. Think about, have they come to spill my blood?
Hey.
Have they come to sentence me?
Okay.
And Late Night Tip, you know, one of the
I'm not
biggest
the
hits.
type to get involved in long relationships, taking trips and buying gifts. I'm sorry, I'm not on that tip. If you want romance, you should just stick who you already with. If you in that mood, you can't just hit me on that.
Late Night Tip.
One of the greatest songs ever.
First, this might be the first 3-6 Mafia song I ever heard, but I bet you won't
Hit him, mother. Hit, man. See, that's why me and Smokey vibe so well, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a great album. God, that'd probably be in my top 10. That's not my favorite.
Up, In Too Deep.
Oh my god! Wait, Into Deep wasn't on that album.
It was on 2 albums.
It was on the end first.
And then it was on World Domination.
Into Deep. See, now I would put that album, the end, before Chapter 2 World Domination. So if I had to rank my top 3-6 albums, it would be Into Deep, When the Smoke Clears, then Chapter 2 World Domination. No?
I mean, I feel it.
I mean, you could literally
yeah, exactly.
switch it up. It
It's
don't
like
matter.
1A, 1B, and 1C.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, so gun claps. Oh, man. Tear the Club Up was on here twice for some reason.
Dude, well, they had the remix.
Yeah, was it on there twice?
Yeah, they had the remix.
Oh,
yeah.
At the very end of the...
Dude, what, man? I could go on some Project Pat. I could go on some Master P.
Yeah.
Ghetto D was hard.
Oh,
As
yeah.
much as you hate Silk the Shocker, I'm sorry. Charge It to the Game was a fire
I
album.
listened to the whole album. I just never really felt Silk.
Okay. Well, that's Smokey's first one.
Yeah.
Now, here's my first one. Now, this is a rap one as well. But this is actually the first album I've ever bought with my own money. And I actually bought this album, to my knowledge, I think I bought this album maybe 5 times. But this is an album I can listen to from the beginning to the absolute end without skipping a song. It's Bone Thugs and Harmony, Eternal 99.
Oh, yeah.
There's not a bad song on that album.
No, it's the Eternal Night.
That
Probably their biggest hit ever came off of that,
Crossroads.
too. Crossroads.
I
yeah.
mean, I don't know if that might... I think First of the Month might be their biggest hit. Which was on that album.
Yeah, it was, but it wasn't bigger than Crossroads, though.
You think?
Crossroads was what took them to superstardom.
Trash Talkers, what song is bigger? I know. If y'all say y'all ain't never heard these songs, y'all cap. But y'all let us know, which one was bigger? Was it Crossroads or First of the Month?
I bet there's people out there who say, I've only heard one song by Bone Thugs and Harmony, and it's going to be Crossroads.
Watch they say, the only song I know about Bone Thugs and Harmony was a feature with Crazy Bone, a Chameleonaire. They see me roll. That ain't really Bone. But no, I mean, that's one of those albums, dude, that's one of my childhood memories when I actually saved up enough money. And I swear, first it started with the cassette. I played the cassette so much that I had to take the pencil and rewind it. And eventually the tape just said, skirt, and I couldn't do it. Grandmama, because my mama was always working. All right, let me tell you a cool story. So my grandma would take me to go buy the actual CD. Then I bought the CD. I lost it, broke it, lost it. So I probably bought that album like 4 or 5 times. But I remember on a different topic, one of my favorite rappers ever is Pastor Troy. And being from Atlanta, if y'all know Pastor Troy, if y'all watch the Falcons, if y'all watch the Georgia, everybody know the song. We ready, we ready, So he that was actually, yeah, anyway. Yeah. But Pastor Troy's first album, We Ready, I Declare War. I was riding with my aunt. And this is before CDs. This is a cassette. And I came home and I'm like, dude, I am in love with every song I've heard from this album. And I told my mom, because I was riding with my aunt, and asked my auntie, who's a big Christian, went to church every week, and I'm like, Auntie, can we please go buy this album? It's by this person named Pastor Troy.
Yeah.
And then we got home, and I was pissed off. I'm like, Mama, Auntie Trisha won't let me go buy this album. And she's like, well, who's it by? I'm like, he's a pastor. His name's Pastor Troy. It's Christian music. My auntie looked at me and was like, you know damn well that ain't no damn Christian music.
No.
I tried to get away with it, y'all.
Yeah, I get it. Hey, you know, it's funny because that Face Off album actually played off of the movie Face Off.
Did it?
Because in the movie Face Off, there was a character named Castor Troy.
Really?
Yeah, so that's
The Nicolas Cage movie?
Yeah.
Really? How do you know that?
Yeah, it was Nicolas Cage and
John Travolta.
John Travolta, yes.
Oh.
Yep, and he played off of that, and then he actually released an album called Face Off. It was pretty
Yeah,
brilliant.
but that was like 5 albums in.
It was something like that, yeah.
Either way.
I don't know if they just happened. Like, maybe the movie came out. Maybe he already had that name.
Exactly. I think
And then the movie came out, and it just sounded similar, so he's like, well, I'll make an album called Face Off.
No, I think the album came first.
That.
I don't. Google that. Google when did just Pastor Troy Face Off release?
All right,
Let's see. And y'all, we're in our rap space here right now.
Yeah.
We got some good things coming up though.
All right, Face Off.
Release date.
Part 2. Let's go to 1. The release date was.
All right, 2021.
2001.
Or 2001. Sorry.
Was it really 2001?
Now do Face Off
The
movie.
When was Face Off the movie released? That was like 97.
Am I right?
97. Yeah.
I can't never be right, man.
Yeah. But it was brilliant, though. It was like, okay, Castor Troy, I'm Pastor Troy. Might as well make an album called Face Off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant move by Pastor Troy. That was great sales and marketing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who's your next album that you can listen to from front to back?
Man, my favorite rapper of all time happens to be
Tech Nine.
Yes. And there is many albums that I could play from front to back by him.
Real quick, I heard a song by Tech Nine yesterday, and I was wondering if you knew it. It's by a guy. It's a white rapper, and then he's got Tech Nine and Chris Calico, Combs, or white dude.
I mean, he's done so many features. Like,
no, hold on, bro.
Tech Nine literally has thousands of songs.
I actually messaged him on Instagram. Y'all, when I find this, I want y'all to, if y'all know this guy, hit him up because I would love to do a song with him. But I wanted to know his name is Doobie.
Doobie.
Do you know Doobie?
No, not right offhand.
Dude, I heard a song by him, Tech Nine, and Chris Calico, and I'm like, me and Smokey would make a fire song with Doobie. Shout out Doobie. Yeah. If y'all know him, guys, send him some messages. Tell him to hit us up.
And he was really working with Chris Calico on this album big time because he came in right around Ever Ready or right before Ever Ready. So Tech Nine had his first few albums. He went mainstream with Angelic, and then...
Is that the one with the red face paint where he's on the front like...
No, that's Absolute Power.
That wasn't his
breakout? That was when he really broke through, but before that he had a release called Angelic. So he had his underground stuff, then he had Angelic, then he had Absolute Power, which kind of brought him to the mainstream, really. And then he was gone for like 3 or 4 years. He didn't release an album. He came back with Ever Ready, The Religion. And you could tell it was like, you know, kind of, I don't want to say mismatched songs, but the songs didn't really flow like it's a whole album, like he put it together all at once. You could tell it was songs that he had worked on for the past few years. But then after that, he put this masterpiece together, a double disc called Killer.
Wow.
And I can listen to both albums. I mean, this has got to be like 40 songs total. Dude, I can listen to all of them back to back to back. It might be like 35 songs or whatever it is.
So now I want to ask you this question. Mm-hmm. Do skits count?
Yeah. Because I'll listen to the skits.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You have to. When I say our top 3 favorite albums we can listen to from front to back, I'm talking skips. Yeah. I'm talking like I can't remember what album.
The intro, the outro, everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like, there's a Tool album. I can't remember which album it's from. But there's literally a Tool album we did that I can't remember what song it was. But it was 7 to 9 minutes of crickets.
That wasn't Dear Von Satan, was it?
No, it wasn't, because that was about making cookies.
Yeah, but you're talking about the one with the rabbits have glasses?
Maybe. I'm talking about the one where we sat here for 7 minutes listening to crickets.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really enjoy that band that much, which we love Tool, we're huge Tool fans, but I can't listen to crickets for 9 minutes. I'm sorry. And shout out to Tool because one of my favorites, man.
Yeah.
All right, so my next one. You ready for this one, Smoke Dog?
Yeah.
My second album that I can listen to from front to back, no pauses, no nothing. Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah.
Listen, one of the greatest albums ever. If I'm not mistaken, one of the best-selling albums ever.
I wouldn't doubt it, yeah.
Now, I could go through the track listing. I could tell you guys my experiences that I've had and, good times that I've had in my life that I can equate with this album. I could do that. I'm not because I've done it on so many Pink Floyd reactions that we've done. But, dude, there is an entire movie, and I'm sure this is all coincidence. The Wizard of Oz. Put it with Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. You get Dark Side of Oz, and it's like it just plays perfectly. Like he says balancing, and she's on the balance beam.
Yeah.
Or the song Money. When the second they hear the ching, all the movie turns to color, and it's like, what are the chances of that? And that's visual, and I'm sure it may be all completely coincidental.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say.
Yeah, but for me to this be one of my favorite albums that took me out of hip hop. Pink Floyd was one of the the Beatles. They took me out of hip hop. They were one of the first bands to do that. And I'm enjoying myself, my first time enjoying weed and other substances. And I'm like, dude, this is so great. And then this was before the internet, and everyone's like, hey, bruh, if you play it after the third roar, I'm like, you cap. That's cap. And then that one day, I'm like, let me see if this is true.
See, that does make me think it's coincidence, though, if they say you have to do it after the third roar. Like, if you can literally just hit play on both of them at the exact same time, you would think, well, they probably set it up like that, right?
But how when
it would be, man, that's so much calculation to try to make all that line
Have you ever seen it?
What? I've seen the movie.
No, I'm talking about the Dark Side.
Not together, no.
Bro, watch it. Watch it, and it's.
I do want to. I bet there's a YouTube video where somebody's.
Yeah, there's one out there.
Yeah.
I'll send you a link to it.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's what I'm saying. For this to be, and again, for this to be complete coincidence, that's like 1 out of a trillion billion, if that's even a number. But even the song "A Great Gig in the Sky," where the lady's just like there's no words. All she's doing is and it's this crazy hurricane. So she's like like it's great, dude. Like to me, that holds more in my soul than a music thing, more than a visual thing. It's like, how did y'all do this, man? I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Maybe
it's just be coincidence.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What's your next one?
Well, before we get into my main one,
you got an honorable mention?
I do, yeah, because we were just talking about it too. And here's the thing: you were talking about the Tool skit earlier, right? So one of my favorite albums that we've discovered since doing this is Tool's Anima.
Anima. I knew you were going to say that.
That's definitely my favorite Tool album. Probably, would you say that Tool is our favorite band that we've discovered since doing this?
No question.
Yeah,
no
exactly.
Question.
And Anima is my favorite one from that.
You know what my favorite one is, right?
Oh, it's Fear Inoculum.
Yes. I mean, I sampled Culling Voices.
But see, here's the thing, though. I didn't have this album back in school. I didn't have it on a disc when we were playing it. So the only way I can listen to it all the way through is by YouTube or whatever, whatever means Spotify or something, So I can listen to all of these songs. That's why I couldn't make it my number one, because I can listen to all these songs through, but I don't have an album to just let it play all the way through. You have to just skip through. But, I mean, come on. Eulogy.
Come on.
H.
See, you like, H is fire.
Yeah.
Eulogy. Man.
Yeah.
Wasn't, man, I could name
Third Eye.
Third Eye. Wasn't The Grudge on here?
No.
No? The Grudge run on that one?
No.
I mean, you got
Stink Fist.
Oh my God! See, that's why you like this.
Yeah.
That's why you like Anima, because this is like
push.
God, that song.
And Dear Von Satan was on this one also.
Man. That's when because you always, and you're actually the first person I've ever seen. Maybe this has been said in the comments, but you're one of the first people I've ever say that this was like Tool grungy.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I know a lot of people don't like that comment, but that was the genre they were classified
Yes,
as when they
at the
came
beginning,
out.
yes.
Yes, they had a little something extra. That's obvious, right? You know, and then they kind of went into progressive metal. But when they first came out, they were kind of grunge. You know, they fit right in with all the other grunge acts of the time.
So let's.
And this was probably the album right before like 10,000 Days where they really took it into the next level.
I was just gonna say that. I think 10,000 Days is when they said, okay, we're gonna switch lanes.
Yeah, we're definitely not grunge anymore.
Nah,
don't get us confused. We are not that anymore.
No, we're gonna show y'all it.
There's still a lot of elements left from that era of Tool.
Yeah.
Even into Fear Inoculum. You can still hear elements of early Tool from places.
Oh my God, there's so many. Like, okay, I haven't even. I can name 30, but okay, can I give an honorable mention then before I give my last one? All right. Yeah. A Perfect Circle.
Yeah.
Come on, my memory is garbage. With the Yellow Slug, come on.
Oh,
reach behind the green
13,
screen and grab it.
13 steps.
Is it that? Yeah, 13 steps.
Yeah.
Am I tripping? That is right, ain't it?
Yeah, that's the one with the slug, right?
He's looking behind the green screen.
Yeah, it's 13
Okay.
steps. Yeah.
Literally this past weekend, I listened to the entire album front to back. It's just, man, I just love music, dude.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy. And I didn't think Smokey would bring up an honorable mention, but I mean, I could bring up numerous. I could listen to the 13th step all the way through. I could listen to man, there's so many, dude. Like, I could listen to Marshall Mathers LP all the way through. Mm-hmm. I could listen to my first 3 albums all the way through. Yes, that's a little cocky, I know. But are you ready for my number one? I
will say something about that before you go into it. If an artist can't listen, I know a lot of artists say that, like, oh, I can't listen to my own music. If you can't, then you're not making music that you enjoy. Then, right?
Dude, I can listen to my all the way. But does that kind of make us pretentious? Kind of make us a little...
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, if you go too hard with it, yeah, it kind of does make you pretentious. But if you're making the music you want to hear, isn't that what you're supposed to be doing?
Yeah.
Then you should be able to listen to your own music.
And I agree with you 1,000%.
I mean, everybody makes a dud here and there. They're like, yeah, I made that song.
But even though, if you the one that created it, like, there's songs I've made where I'm like, okay, this is terrible.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to...
everybody does. Every artist makes a song they don't like here and there.
But most rappers, even one of my favorite rappers, Juicy J, DJ Paul, Pastor Troy, Pimp C, Bun B, he's like... most of these rappers that are some of my favorite rappers, and I'm sure some of your favorite rappers, again, me and Smokey have 2 totally different rap styles that we like to listen to. Mm-hmm. But I would argue that both of our rappers that we receive what's the word? Influence from. Mm-hmm. I've heard many of our favorite rappers say, I don't make music for other people. I make music that I enjoy. Yeah. And hope other people enjoy it.
Yeah, and if it sells, it sells, yeah.
That's it, dude. Yeah. Like, remember I came to pick you up the other day? And I'm playing music that I made like 12 years ago. Yeah. And it's like, dude, I was 12, 14, 15 years ago. And I'm like, dude, this is riding. Yeah. And I'm sure you do the same thing.
Yeah, I still play some of my old stuff.
Heck yeah, dude.
Like, I surprise myself sometimes. Sometimes I'll find a song that I don't even remember making.
And you be like, God dang, this fire, bro.
There'll be like a line. I'm like, ooh, that's good.
Man,
did I say that?
Man, listen, man. Me and Smokey, we got some ish, man.
Yeah.
We focus more on other artists' music here because we still make music, you know, we still create music and we still put music out. But when we do Rappers React, we try to soak up so many different genres to where it can make us better artists ourselves. Yeah, you know, 100%.
And it actually helps.
Go check out Culling Voices by Hollywood 6 down in the comment section. Go check out Rocky by Hollywood 6 featuring Smokey Ramirez on our music playlist section. Or go check out Freedom of Speech, Smokey Ramirez featuring Hollywood 6. You will see that this is not... Man, if y'all just heard our older stuff, we'd be canceled. We'd be canceled.
I wouldn't say that because...
Smokey, you cap.
There's so many artists out there that made the same kind of music we did.
You really want me to name some songs back in the day?
Why would you do that?
Then that's how you know.
We want this video taken down also. So let me tell you about it.
You're right. But I'm saying there are songs that we made back in the day when it was acceptable.
Yes,
it was acceptable.
Yes. Yeah. But like I said, it's art though.
That's what I'm saying.
There should be a leeway for an artist, right? Just like comedians, right? There should be leeway. And when you say something that is of the zeitgeist of that time, I don't think we should go back like 20 years and be like, since that was acceptable back then, it's not acceptable now.
Yes.
So we can't allow that artist to grow and be who they are now.
And dude, you can even use that with tweets. Like they'll go like to tweets from like Will Smith or Elon Musk, some ish he said 13 years ago. Well, during that time, it was okay to say these things.
Look how many times they did it to Eminem. You know?
Dude, I mean, they did it to Mike Tyson. They did it, man. Dude,
Everybody has moments in their life they're not proud of, also.
But at the time, you weren't looking at it not being proud. At the time,
because it was normal.
Thank you.
Yes, yeah. But we all get older, and when the zeitgeist changes, people change also. But sometimes we look back and go, "Look, we grew from that."
Are we? Is this day and age softer than when?
Oh, obviously, yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah.
I love and you know what?
I mean, just like what we said.
What?
That it was acceptable back then. So obviously the times are softer now than they were then.
This is why I F with the trash talkers so much, and this is how I know the trash talkers F with us. Because I know we're all around this. I'm sure we're all within 5 to 20 years of age difference. I'm sure we are. So y'all are from the era. We may be a little younger than y'all, or some trash talkers, but y'all know what we talking about. We ain't trying to offend nobody. This is just how times were.
Yeah.
Like there were words everyone here. You said when you were a kid, that was perfectly fine. Your teacher probably said it. Your mom probably said it.
Yeah.
Your pastor probably said it. You say the G word. 3-letter word. Just say the G word today. You're probably gonna get in trouble. I can't say that word. I mean, even, you don't know, right?
No, the G word?
Do I say it?
No.
Okay.
Not if we're
See,
going
that's
to
the
cancel
thing.
for it. I don't know.
LGBTQ. Can I say that?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, we used to call it just like, I don't hang out with that because that's really.
Oh, meaning something that you didn't like.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was a term that people used, and they didn't even mean it derogatory. No, it was just a term that people used. It was a colloquialism, if you will.
Yes.
You know, that people used for something that they didn't like, but now people are like, oh, I'm offended if you said that 100 years ago.
But we don't mean it like that. We're from a different era.
Dude, I mean, especially when you got a ton of friends who are.
Yeah, man, let me tell you my number one album, dude, because we could talk about this all day, bro. So my number one album, and again, guys, Smokey could probably name 4 honorable mentions. I could probably name 4 honorable mentions. But if you guys are following my Instagram, I actually just posted this my past Saturday, where I'm literally doing absolutely nothing. An album that I can listen to from front to back, nonstop, daily, is the Zombies, Oracle and Odyssey.
Yeah.
There's not a single bad song in there. Literally, y'all, this past Saturday, I'm just chilling in my bed. I watched the fights. After the fights went off, I'm just sitting in my bed, and I enjoyed myself, and I played it, and I'm just sitting there, lights off, just like, this is one of the greatest albums ever. I picked up my phone, was like, my body said, I wish you would skip this damn song. And I was like, you know what? You're right. Let me put this damn thing down and just sit back and enjoy it. And I wonder why. Do the trash talkers not F with the Zombies? Because I don't think I've ever seen a request.
Have we never done one?
No. That's one of my favorite bands.
We've talked about them several times. You bring them up a lot.
That's one of my favorite bands.
Yeah.
Oracle and Odyssey, guys. If you haven't checked that out, listen to song A to song Z. There's not a bad song on that album. Not one.
Well, from the same time period.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah, I do. This is my number one. But
let me take a guess.
Okay.
Aretha Franklin. No. Okay. All right. No. Hold on. Am I in the right area?
We're in the right time period.
Okay.
Who's my favorite artist of all time? Not rapper. Favorite artist.
I was gonna say other than Hollywood 6.
You were making music in the 60s.
God damn, I wouldn't even thought of hell. My mom wouldn't even really thought of it. Okay, you said your favorite rapper.
No, your favorite artist. Not a rapper.
In the 60s?
Yes.
Johnny Cash.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. And I actually picked the Live from San Quentin because it's almost like a greatest hits album because he's doing all of his hits live, for the show. And man, when I was getting into Johnny Cash, I pretty much went through hundreds of songs by him.
Yeah.
Like just went through them all. But Live from San Quentin's probably his best work live. So I could just play that entire album all the way through.
So was the album like a live rendition of it?
Yeah,
Like him actually.
It was basically like some of his greatest hits. Maybe not even all of his greatest hits because he had thousands of songs, but it was like a greatest hits live version. Like, because if you're doing a live, especially one that's going to be recorded, you're going to play your greatest hits, right?
Wait, so you're saying like Johnny Cash, like, hey, I'm performing at the Apollo and it's live. They just put that on the greatest hits?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if you got his greatest hits album, you would see mostly the same songs, right? But anyway, Walk the Line, Folsom Prison Blues, San Quentin, that he wrote for San Quentin.
Why do I feel like this was a prison album?
It was. Well, I mean, he did it in the prison.
Was he in prison?
No.
Oh, he performed it at San
the prison.
Quentin.
Yes,
Gotcha.
Yes. But anyway, man, A Boy Named Sue, which we covered on this channel.
Yes.
Yeah. Starkville City Jail. Man, there's so many good ones. I could almost actually put the Folsom Prison recording in the same category and make it like a double disc.
So this
play
is
them all back to back to back.
This is the 60s, right? Mm-hmm. And this is his greatest hits live, right?
Yeah.
If you had the option to say, you know what, I think Hurt belongs on here.
Oh man.
Would you put that on his greatest hits?
Absolutely. I would put a lot of those covers that he did on his greatest hits.
Hurt is fire, dude.
Yeah.
Y'all, we just did, I think it was on Friday, we did 9 Inch Nails version of Hurt. But I don't know. If y'all go watch that reaction, I think Johnny Cash did it better, if you ask me.
Man, yeah. And him working with Rick Rubin was probably the best thing of his career.
Rick Rubin's a savage, dude.
Because Rick Rubin knew exactly which songs would work perfect for him. He's such a genius.
Did Rick Rubin pick out Hurt?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Dude, you would not believe how many artists Rick Rubin
I already know.
inspired to do certain songs.
Rick Rubin might be
especially covers,
He might be the greatest producer ever.
He might be.
He might be.
Yeah.
And looks nothing like you.
No.
Picture Smokey, 30 years older with the biggest, greatest beard.
This is huge.
God dang it, are you related to Rick Rubin?
Maybe.
You kind of look like him now that I'm looking at
I'm going to have to look that up and make sure.
Hold on, I got to pull Rick Rubin
I would
up.
like to get in touch with him if I am.
Hold on. But go ahead.
You're going to look up if I'm related to Rick Rubin?
No, I'm finna show you something. Y'all, tell me this ain't Smokey in 30 years. Tell me this ain't Smokey in 30 years.
Yeah.
That is Smokey in 30
right.
years. That's you right there, brother.
That's about right.
That's you.
Yeah. But he influenced so many artists. Like you like I don't know, like you want to make a comeback. You're like, well, let's go to Rick Rubin and we'll produce the album through him, and he'll have so many great ideas. Like he's done it for everybody.
Didn't Rick Rubin make a song with like MC Hammer? Don't call it a comeback.
I don't know if he produced that or not.
Who is that? Don't call it a comeback. I know
Kilo. You talking about
that's
LL
Run
Cool
DMC.
J.
Oh, yeah. I guarantee you Rick Rubin.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt
either
that.
Rick Rubin or Prince had something to do with it.
Yeah, because he worked with Def Jam so much.
Man, you see, what are the chances of you just bringing up a phrase? Don't call it a comeback, or someone who wants a comeback.
Yeah.
And I promise you, Rick Rubin had something to do with that song. What are the chances?
Everybody who's big and they made a comeback, probably Rick Rubin.
Damn, did Prince ever work with Rick Rubin? You think?
That's a good question. Because I don't know if Prince really relinquished any of the producing to anyone else.
And I've also heard from the Trash Talkers, and I'm a huge Prince fan. I've read a lot of his mementos and things like that. But Prince was actually kind of an asshole in the studio.
From what I heard.
Yeah, I mean, some of the best producers are though.
Yeah.
Like they say, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg said to this day that even though he made some of his greatest songs with Dr. Dre, he's like, I can't. Dr. Dre's such a perfectionist. He's like, hey, no, say it like this. No. And Snoop Dogg's just saying 1, 2, 3 into the 4. Dr. Dre may say, all right, we're going to do. He's like, bro, all I'm saying is 1, 2, 3 into. But Dr. Dre may hear it. No, you're not saying it right. He's like, bro, I've been saying 1, 2, and 3 to the 4 39,000 times. How many other ways?
Yeah.
But as a producer, and I'm like that too. So I've had people walk out on studio sessions when I'm not even on the song, and I'm like, nah, say it like this, and I'm like, bro, that's not how I want to say it. And sometimes you have to just let them do them.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta let the artist make.
Yeah, just let them do themselves.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, I would love to have an album produced by Rick Rubin. I'll tell you that.
All right, let's say
he could just go through your catalog and be like, here's a cover you need to do.
All right, here
and
we
just
go.
pull out an artist.
Here we go, Smokey.
Yeah.
All right. I think one of your best albums is Lessons of Aggression, okay?
Okay.
All right. But we want a live version, okay?
All
right. So you said you'd want Rick Rubin to produce it, right?
Yeah.
Who's the drummer?
Oh man, I mean it's either Tommy Lee, Travis
No,
Barker.
just give me one, bro.
All right, I'm going with Travis Barker.
Who's the guitarist?
Tom Morello.
Who's the keyboardist?
Trent Reznor.
Okay. Who is the bassist?
Les Claypool.
Who's your backup singer? Your ad libs.
Chris Calico.
And lead singer Smoke Dog.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know if all
That
these
would be
artists
a
could actually work
album,
together.
dude.
If you could get all these people to work together, and hopefully their styles mesh because they're all so unique in their own ways. But yeah, you get them all together, and if they actually mesh together and they could work it out, tell me that wouldn't be the greatest album of all time.
Hey, don't toot your horn too much, because my favorite album that I think I've ever done is Eternal Element, and Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but if you got all those superstars working with you, it has to be great, right?
So
I mean, if you want to say live or dead, we could pick out other names too.
all right, well, okay. So Eternal Element.
Yeah.
You think that you think that's one of my better ones? Okay.
Yeah.
My producer,
Uh-huh.
Rick Rubin's kind of Yankee, so
Oh Lord.
give me Prince as my producer.
All right.
What's next? Drummer.
Drummer,
Give me Danny fucking Carey.
yeah.
My bassist, give me Bootsy Collins.
Okay.
My guitarist, give me Geddy Lee.
Okay.
My what else I got? Keyboardist, give me the dude from Rammstein.
Yeah.
Give me the dude from Rammstein.
Yeah.
My backup vocalist, you ain't gonna believe me on this one.
Oh.
Give me Sue from Baby Metal.
Really?
Sue from Baby
That
Metal.
would work, yeah.
That man, those would be hard albums,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, dude.
Man, that's we just spent like $1 million producing an album.
Yeah, and good luck getting all these people in the studio at one time.
Exactly.
man.
And getting them to get along with each other.
Yes. Prince over there telling Sue, no, you need to say it like this. And like she could barely speak English.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to step in like, Prince, hey, bruh, chill.
She know what she's doing.
Yeah, just go put your booty, your ass, your pants with the ass out on,
Yeah.
and let Sue do her thing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Buddy from Rammstein is on his freaking he's on his
He's just having a
on what's that thing called, a treadmill, on his treadmill playing. Heck yeah, dude.
You got to bring a treadmill in the studio
You
if we're
have
gonna
to.
do this.
And I gotta at least hit him one time. He has to be physically abused at least
Apparently
once.
that's the way he likes it.
That's how he likes it, man.
Yeah.
All right, Smoke, are you ready to get into our segment with the Florida?
Yeah.
All right. So again, guys, please leave your birthday down in the comment section. All we need is the month and we need the year, and we will let you know what crazy story happened in Florida. And it's not, even though it's WTF, it's not but it's
What the Florida?
what the Florida.
And if you have dropped your birth date earlier and it hasn't been done yet, keep dropping it
Keep
down
dropping
in the
it.
comments. And if you dropped it last week, we apologize because they wiped it out for some reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep dropping your birth date, and we will get to it.
You ready for the first one?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna read the whole comment that they left as well. That they left as well. So the first one is from Udi Oops 4171. Shout out Udi Oops 4171. Says, this was my first podcast that I was able to catch from y'all. Very fun, and I'll be coming back. My birthday is October 29th.
All right.
So Udi Oops 4171. Let's see what happened let's see what the Florida on October 29th.
October 29th. All right. Oh, Lord. You know what I'm thinking now?
The fact that you even said that already got me freaked out.
Well, I might have to skip this first one.
Yeah, bro.
Because I'm afraid that
Don't
this may be why they pulled it last week. Maybe
as,
one of the stories.
Nah, do it. Just be as rated PG as you possibly can.
Yeah, I'm going to try.
All right.
All right. So I skipped that first one. But your second story is actually...
Damn it, why
Florida,
not the first one?
Because it's a controversial figure.
You can't... All right, never mind.
Yes. Florida man mauled by a black leopard after paying for full contact experience at backyard zoo.
What do you expect?
A full contact experience in a backyard zoo.
We're not talking about a licensed zoo.
No, a backyard zoo.
What do you expect to happen?
So you went to a zoo in someone's backyard that had
A black panther.
leopard.
Leopard,
yeah.
sorry.
But how does this make sense to anyone? All right. A Florida man was severely mauled by a black leopard after paying $150 for a full contact experience at a backyard zoo, a wildlife official says. Will leave his name out, had to undergo multiple surgeries after the fully grown big cat attacked him. Florida Fish and Wildlife.
You know it's bad if Smokey said,
Yeah, trying to edit it as much as possible. The Conservation Commission officers said the leopard brutally attacked the man as soon as he entered its enclosure. I'll leave out the injuries, but you guys can look up the story if you want.
Yeah, Oodie Oops, check that out. October 29th with the Florida.
Yeesh.
Man. Okay. Oodie Oops, that was your birthday, October 29th. Thank you so much for leaving your birthday, guys. Leave your birthday down in the comment section, and we will read your birthday on What the Florida. Oodie Oops, that was yours. Let's go on to the next one. The next one is from... Okay, this is from Paul Haney. Shout out Paul Haney.
Yeah.
Paul Haney says, 80s was just a great decade for music. My three are Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden, Suggs from Madness, and Annie Lennox from Eurythmics. My birthday is September 28th. How about a podcast on your greatest musical influences? Damn, good topic. We might get onto that. Damn, good topic.
Yeah, we need to write that down.
So, Paul Haney, Smoke Dog. What the Florida on September 28th?
All right. Let me bring up the story here. Florida man arrested after police say he assaulted girlfriend after she tried to throw away his pizza.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I can kind of relate. I've never hit a woman in my life. Please read the story first, and I'm gonna tell you my story.
Deputies with Charlotte County Sheriff's Office arrested a man following a domestic violence incident. The incident happened Wednesday at an apartment in Port Charlotte. The victim told officers that her boyfriend had slapped her with a piece of pizza after she had attempted to throw away a box of pizza that she believed was empty.
Wait, can't you tell the weight?
You would think.
Maybe it might have been one slice.
Or maybe he was tripping.
Or maybe he was tripping.
He's like,
damn.
No, I swear I had a whole half a pizza in there.
Damn it, now I'm afraid to tell my... No, I'm going to tell my story. Go ahead.
You better
It ain't nothing like that, I promise.
All right. Angrily told her to not throw away his dinner. She threw the box down on the ground and told police he became very angry. She told police he picked it up and he picked up a slice of pizza and hit her with it. So obviously there was some pizza left.
I told you there was a slice left.
Yep.
My pepperoni.
She found out.
Yeah. Now here's my story. First of all, I've never put hands on a woman. I've had to restrain a woman because I've dated some crazy chicks that have came at me with knives, guns, and just tried to harm me. But till this day, I dated a chick. And shout out to this person. She was going through some things. She's still going through some things. And I found out that people actually do this. But my favorite pizza, if it's just quick pizza, is from Pizza Hut. Just stuffed crust pizza, right? Okay. This is after a night of drinking. You know, I didn't want to cook. She didn't want to cook. So we ordered a pizza. It was stuffed crust, meat lovers, extra cheese, black olives on it. And, you know, we had a great night. And we woke up and I'm like, damn, I'm hungry. And she's sitting next to me. I'm like, hey, you mind going downstairs and grabbing me some water and 2 pieces of pizza? She's like, sure, absolutely. I'll go get it. This probably happened 10 years ago, y'all. Till this day, I am still upset at this. She goes downstairs, grabs me 2 pieces of pizza, and brings them to me. This pizza has been in the refrigerator all night. Why are you bringing me cold pizza? I don't know why that bothers me, but it's...
A lot of people like it cold.
Who the fuck eats cold pizza?
A lot of people.
Stuffed crust?
I don't know. I don't do it. I'm just saying, there's a whole thing about people like, oh, I love cold pizza.
I can't do. I will never understand that. And I know I'm petty for this, y'all. Y'all can call me.
Oh, that's super petty.
Yeah, I know I'm petty, but till
she might have thought you were one of those people who liked it.
You've known me for 7 years. I've never asked for cold pizza. And you know this is my favorite pizza. At least put it in the microwave, man.
Yeah.
But she brought that piece up, and I'm in the bed like, oh, when she bring it up, I'm going to have some ice cold water. And whenever I get stuffed crust pizza, I always eat it from the back because I love the cheese and the crust. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to F this up. I bit into that damn piece. I'm like... this shit cold. She was like, everybody eats cold pizza. I'm like, man, let me just get up and make my own pizza.
I don't eat cold pizza myself.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It has
people talk about it like it's the greatest
great.
thing ever,
Yes.
though. Like I believe there was a podcast called Cold Pizza.
Nah, man. Till this day,
Yeah.
and that person, I shout out to her, great person. You know, we're friends today, but she knows to this day I am still upset about that damn cold pizza, man. All right, you ready for the last one, Smoked Out?
Yeah.
All right. Again, Paul Haney, thank you so much for sending your birthday.
Absolutely.
The next one we have is from Luke Fish 4875. Shout out Luke Fish 4875. His comment says, not sure if it was said, but for me the biggest snub for Metallica was losing to Tenacious D at the MTV Music Awards for Best Metal Band. Wow. Also, you should check out Prince doing songs off his movie Under the Cherry Moon.
Oh, wow.
Damn, I didn't know Prince had a movie called Cherry Moon.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Luke Fish 4875, his birthday is one day after mine. Do you know my birthday?
April 7th.
So what is Paul? What is Luke Fish
April
for?
8th.
April 8th. Smoke Dog. What the Florida on April 8th.
All right.
Shout out to all my Aries out there.
Let's see. Make sure I can do this one. Let's try this one.
What you got?
All right. Drunk, shirtless Florida man arrested after shoveling spaghetti in his mouth at Olive Garden. Okay, that doesn't sound too...
Shoveling?
Shoveling.
This dude brought a freaking...
A whole shovel.
Only in Florida.
Naples, Florida. A drunk and shirtless Naples man was arrested at Olive Garden Sunday after shoveling spaghetti into his mouth. Police were called to the Olive Garden. I'll leave out the address. For him causing a disturbance, according to the police report. Oh, that's the end. Read more. Hope I don't have to sign up. Police found him sitting on a bench near the front door, shirtless and shoveling spaghetti into his mouth with his hands. A strong smell of alcohol came
drunk.
from him as well. According to the police report, he was asking people for money as they walked up to the door. He threatened a restaurant employee who asked him to stop, saying, "I can beat your..."
Okay, all right, let's rationalize it. First of all, what the hell is in the water in Florida?
Yeah.
Let's try to rationalize this for a second. This was Olive Garden, right?
Yes.
Now, Olive Garden, if I'm not mistaken, has unlimited salad and unlimited pasta, right? Am I trash talkers? Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Now,
Is it... No, a salad and breadsticks, right?
or no, it's soup and salad.
Is it?
It's soup and salad.
All right.
Okay, I was gonna try to justify you shoveling spaghetti.
First of all, where'd he get the spaghetti? Did somebody buy him the spaghetti? Did they just give it to him? Like, just stop harassing people. Have the spaghetti.
Yeah, but
or did he run in and take the spaghetti?
My thing is like, okay, if we're talking about a gardening shovel, it doesn't specify what kind of utensil.
He said he was doing it with his hands, so I guess that was figuratively. That he's just shoveling.
Yeah, I mean, you want to be sanitary for people that are around you. But if you bring me my spaghetti, it doesn't necessarily say, hey, you have to use a fork.
Yeah.
Let me just pull it, big old goddamn shovel here. It doesn't say what. I mean, so technically he didn't do anything wrong because it doesn't say what kind
Yeah,
of.
the spaghetti I don't think is the part that set him off.
It's because he was drunk
He
and
was harassing
he was
people, yes.
telling people, hey, yeah, man, listen, guys.
The shoveling spaghetti is just a coincidental, hilarious part.
That'd be me and Smokey, and I'm like, hey, bro, I brought the shovel, and I'm like, hey, here, hold the shovel and feed me spaghetti. I'm just, and you over there just, like, just eating it, dude.
Pull out one of those little military shovels. You got to unscrew it and put it together. And do the spaghetti.
Eating it. I got Parmesan cheese on. That looked,
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, listen, man. Guys, leave your birthday down in the comment section, and also leave your comments so we can read what happened crazy. And if you've already left your birthday, we're gonna leave it again because we will eventually get to it. I promise you. And also, the top 3 comments will be read if YouTube doesn't take it away, which they apparently did last time.
Yeah.
And also, guys, let us know what your top 3 albums that you can listen to from front to back without skipping a song down in the comment section. And Smoked Out, you got anything else?
I think that's it for this week.
I think that's it for this week, guys. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us on this episode of the Trash Talkers podcast. And with that being said, my name is Behringer Hollywood 6. Bye.
I am Larry Smokey Ramirez.
And we are
over
and
out. Deuces. Yeah.